Hey guys, welcome back. This is your second session, so I hope you enjoyed your first one. Today we are going to start by lying on the floor. So whether you have a mat or you might have a towel or a blanket, make sure there's something soft that you can lay on so you can start moving. Slowly bringing yourself down to that floor. I'll show you the position we'll start in. So head is firmly on that floor. Back of your ribs on the floor, bottom is nice and heavy, and your feet are hip width apart. So you've got a little gap between your knees, and your knees are bent. Arms are nice and long down by your sides. So you need to make sure you have a good base connection with those arms and that floor and through your feet. Going to go and start with an exercise called your spine curls. So from here, you want to slowly pick your hips up and push them up towards the ceiling. So once we reach the top, we're aiming for our spine to be nice and long and in line with our legs. Hold it up here and then slowly bring yourselves back down. So make sure as you peel yourself up away from the floor, push down with your hands and your arms, you push down into your feet, so they don't start to slip away from you. Hold it again at the top and slowly bring yourselves back down. Two more like this. As you go up again, make sure you're thinking about pushing your knees over your toes. So you really want to lengthen your spine as much as you can. And slowly bring yourself back down. One more, pushing through those feet, push into the arms to bring you up. Nice and high, hold it here, and then slowly bring yourselves back down to that floor. Once you're down, stay down. We're going into your next exercise. This one's called your hip rolls. So from here, I need you to bring your feet together and your knees together. They are staying stuck there now. They're not coming apart. Arms are out in a low V. This again gives you a nice base. We're going to start to rotate the spine, so we're going to get a nice stretch. From here, slowly dropping your knees out to the right. So I want you to think about keeping your shoulders nice and heavy and your knees dropping down towards the right-hand side. You will rotate through your spine and you just hover your knees off the floor slightly. You don't want them to touch the floor. Hold it here. And then slowly bring your legs back to that start position. Keep squeezing your knees in together. Once you're back, hold it there. Going on to the other side. Knees drop out. Shoulders stay nice and heavy. Push those knees away from you. Again, hover them just off the floor. Hold it here. And then squeeze those legs together. Bring them back to that start position. Nice and slowly. One more each side. Really see if you can challenge yourself. Send those knees away a bit more. Hover them just off the floor. Make sure that shoulder stays nice and heavy. And squeeze to come back. Good. Last one. Heavy through the shoulder. Send the knees over to the side. Push them away from you. Stretch through that side. Hover the knees just off the floor. And then squeeze those knees, bringing them back to that start position. And then once your feet are firmly back down, keep them there. Now, going into another exercise called leg slides now. So, bringing your legs back to hip width apart. So your knees are in line with your hips. Little gap between your knees. And your arms are nice and long down by your sides. All we're going to do is move one leg at a time. So from here, keep that back nice and straight. You're going to send your left leg down and away from you. So I want it nice and straight and I want it hover just off that floor. And then you bend it back in, but comes back firmly to the floor. Ready to go to the other side. Send the leg away, nice and straight. Hover it off the floor and then bring it back to that start position. So just a little movement, but really try and keep that back as straight as you can, especially as the leg goes away and it comes back in. One more to the other side, send it away, nice and straight, really lengthen that foot away from you. and bring it back. Going with that same exercise, but we're going to add in a little bit to the leg movement. So from here, left leg goes away again. Hover it just off the floor, hold it there. I want you to bring your toes in towards you, yeah? They're really flexed in towards you. Hold it here. Your bottom stays nice and heavy, and you slowly lift that leg up towards the ceiling. What I don't want you to do is tilt here at all, or flatten your back against the mat. So really push that leg up as high as it will go, nice and straight, and then take it back down. Hover it off the floor, ready to go again. Up it goes, nice and straight. Keep your bottoms nice and heavy, and down. 2 more. If you keep that leg as straight as possible, you'll feel a stretch down the back of the leg, and it goes back down. 1 more, up it goes. Don't lift the bottoms off, and take it down, and it can bend back into that start position. We've got the other leg to go on now, so sending the other leg away, hover it off the floor. Those toes are in towards us, so that leg is nice and straight. As we lift it up, we keep the bottom nice and heavy, and we take it down nice and slow. Ready to go again. Up it goes, and down. Each time, try and get it higher and higher towards that ceiling if you can. And this is your last one. Up it comes, bottom stays nice and heavy to that floor. Take it down and bend that knee in, back to that start position. Good. At this point, stretch your legs away from you just to release those muscles, and then bend them back in to that start position. Still have a gap between those knees, and your knees are bent, your feet are firmly on that floor. Into your last exercise of this session, it's called your single knee folds. So we're just going to be working your hip. Hip will be moving, your leg will stay in its same position. So from here, you are going to bring that knee in towards you, bend the knee in, and then slowly pop it back down. So we're hinging at the hip to draw the knee in towards you, and down. Sticking with one leg at a time to begin with. Hinge it in, and take it back down. Last one, make sure it doesn't come in too close towards you, and down. Onto the other side, hinge in, keep the leg in the same shape. So thinking about drawing the knee in towards you and taking it away. Last 2, that back stays nice and straight on that floor. Last one, just moving at that hip to bring it in and pop that foot down. Slowly bring yourselves onto your side to bring yourself up to sitting, and you finished your second session. So hopefully see you back for your third session. See you later, guys.